From the dawn of human civilization, war has been a defining force in shaping societies, politics, and the course of history, beginning with small-scale tribal conflicts and raids among early hunter-gatherer groups, where humans fought primarily for survival, territory, and resources, using rudimentary weapons such as clubs, spears, and bows, and gradually developing strategies, alliances, and early forms of organized combat as societies grew in complexity. In ancient civilizations such as Mesopotamia, Egypt, and the Indus Valley, armies became more structured, incorporating infantry, chariots, and fortifications, with leaders like Sargon of Akkad and Ramses II employing coordinated tactics, signaling the emergence of war as a tool not only for survival, but for expansion, wealth, and political power. While in China, during the Shang and Zhou dynasties, the development of bronze weaponry, war chariots, and large conscripted armies illustrated the increasing scale and sophistication of military organization. In the classical era, Greece and Rome exemplified the evolution of military strategy and discipline, with the Greek phalanx combining heavily armed infantry in tightly packed formations, and the Roman legions renowned for their engineering skills, tactical flexibility, and ability to adapt to different terrains and enemies, enabling the expansion of empires over vast territories and leaving a legacy of military doctrines still studied today. Simultaneously, in India, kingdoms like the Maurya employed massive armies and strategic use of elephants, while the Persian Empire relied on professional soldiers and complex administrative systems to maintain control over diverse regions, demonstrating that warfare was increasingly intertwined with governance and societal organization. The medieval period witnessed the transformation of war with the rise of feudalism, heavily armored knights, and the fortification of castles, as well as the use of siege engines like trebuchets and catapults, while in Japan, the samurai culture and Bushido code emphasized honor and martial skill, combining swordsmanship, archery, and later, gunpowder firearms to adapt to evolving threats. The Mongol conquests in the 13th century, led by Genghis Khan and his successors, demonstrated unprecedented mobility, strategic use of cavalry, psychological warfare, and intelligence gathering, creating one of the largest contiguous empires in history and fundamentally altering the geopolitical landscape of Eurasia. The introduction of gunpowder in the late medieval period revolutionized warfare globally, as early cannons and firearms rendered traditional fortifications less effective, leading to the evolution of artillery, muskets, and coordinated infantry tactics, while European powers engaged in numerous wars of religion, dynastic conflicts, and colonial expansions, exemplified by the 30 Years' War, the English Civil War, and the Napoleonic Wars, which combined mass conscription, complex logistics, and innovations in maneuver warfare, influencing both military thought and the political order of Europe. The 19th century marked a period of rapid change with industrialization, as railways, telegraphs, rifled artillery, and steam-powered ships transformed how wars were fought, exemplified by the American Civil War, which witnessed ironclad warships, rifled muskets, and trench warfare on a scale unprecedented for the era, and the Crimean War, which highlighted the importance of logistics, modern medical care, and coordinated multinational coalitions. The First World War epitomized the industrialization of war, with millions of soldiers engaged in trench warfare, the use of machine guns, chemical weapons, tanks, and aircraft, transforming battlefields into highly mechanized and deadly environments, while the global scale of the conflict reshaped national borders, political ideologies, and set the stage for further geopolitical instability. The Second World War accelerated technological and tactical innovation, combining mechanized infantry, armored divisions, strategic bombing, naval warfare, and the unprecedented use of nuclear weapons, exemplified by the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, while military leaders like Eisenhower, Rommel, Zhukov, and MacArthur demonstrated the importance of strategy, coordination, and intelligence in modern total war, resulting in global political realignment, the emergence of the United States and the Soviet Union as superpowers, and the founding of the United Nations to prevent future large-scale conflicts. The Cold War era introduced the concept of proxy wars, nuclear deterrence, and ideological conflicts with wars in Korea, Vietnam, Afghanistan, and the Middle East, reflecting the global reach of superpower influence, while advancements in missile technology, nuclear submarines, reconnaissance satellites, and electronic warfare expanded the scope and lethality of military capabilities. In the late 20th and early 21st centuries, warfare has increasingly combined conventional forces, asymmetric tactics, counterinsurgency, cyber warfare, unmanned aerial vehicles, precision-guided munitions, and sophisticated intelligence operations, as seen in conflicts in the Gulf, Iraq, Syria, and the ongoing struggles in various regions where political, ethnic, and ideological factors intersect. Simultaneously, international law, humanitarian considerations, and peacekeeping efforts have sought to limit the destructiveness of war, though technological innovation continues to push the boundaries of what is possible on the battlefield. The evolution of war has also been shaped by societal, economic, and cultural forces, as industrialization, nationalism, globalization, and ideological movements have influenced both the causes of conflict and the strategies employed, with military academies, war colleges, and think tanks codifying knowledge and doctrine that inform decisions at the highest levels. Looking toward the future, warfare may increasingly involve autonomous systems, artificial intelligence, cyber operations, space-based platforms, and bioengineering, with conflicts potentially fought in domains beyond traditional land, sea, and air, emphasizing speed, precision, and information dominance, while human, ethical, and geopolitical considerations will continue to shape the conduct and consequences of armed conflict. Throughout history, war has driven technological progress, reshaped nations, influenced political ideologies, and left profound human and cultural legacies, illustrating both the destructive and transformative power of organized violence. From clubs and spears to nuclear weapons and cyber warfare, the evolution of war mirrors the evolution of humanity itself, reflecting our ambitions, fears, and capacity for both innovation and devastation. And as society moves forward, understanding this history is crucial to preventing repetition of past mistakes and fostering strategies that prioritize stability, security, and the preservation of human life.